It's time for the Home Plate Report, sponsored by Pemco Insurance, for the love of prevention.
The Mariners are coming off a star-studded anniversary weekend, and now they'll have to shift their focus quickly as they head east for a challenging road trip that could have major implications down the stretch. Michaela Gormley, aka your stadium bestie, is here for this week's Home Plate Report.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm great.
Good.
This weekend was so much fun. I know we were both there.
We were both there.
50 seasons. How did it go? How were some favorite moments?
Oh my gosh.
How do we choose?
It was unbelievable. The celebration was fantastic. The Mariners organization does such a good job of celebrating everybody. I got to be there for the home run derby, the alumni home run derby.
How was
cool.
that? Because
it was so fun.
Ichiro.
I mean,
52 years old.
Crazy.
And still crushing home runs. This is so cool to watch.
I felt like a kid again, just watching Ichiro hit home runs. I was so excited, and then I actually got to sneak out and watch Julio was DJing out in the pen, so I got a little upfront view of that, and it was so fun to see.
I bet that was a 10-10 view.
Oh my gosh, it was fantastic.
I mean, like you said, there were so many celebrations. The Mariners organizations really do such an incredible job. Our favorite players of all time. I was crying on Saturday. You did? Okay. I was like, am I okay?
No.
Jay Buhner. We even cheered for A-Rod.
A-Rod. I was very nervous that
he was going to get booed.
Yeah, and I was glad. Everyone was very respectful. They gave him all the love in the world. Lou Piniella came out.
Through the first pitch.
Oh my gosh. It was like everybody you'd ever want to see. So.
I know. I kept waiting for like those four, like Randy, you know, Egger, like Ichiro, like Ken Griffey. Like I'm like, where are they? And then to have them walk out of center field.
They looked like the Avengers or like superheroes coming out of center field. It was cool.
Chills. I was actually there to celebrate one of my friends and coworkers, Brian Goldman. He had a 50th birthday. How perfect is that?
He's the same age as the Mariners.
I was like, this is perfect.
That is so cool.
Let's talk to you about Rick Rizzs. You want to talk about crying, just heart melt, class act.
Watching him cry, getting inducted into the Mariners Hall of Fame, well deserved. I hope they give him a statue. Do you think they will?
Oh, I think they will. He seems so genuinely like touched and surprised, and was just so appreciative and thankful of the fans and everyone that has, stood by him. And
it's been. I've gotten to chat with him a couple times this season, and he's just so fantastic. He's just.
What you see is what you get. Absolutely incredible man.
Yeah.
We have to talk about how we played. Okay. So how did we play against the Rays?
Not great.
No.
I was really hoping that we would get some good energy, get some wins. And unfortunately that didn't happen. So we're just going to keep it moving.
We are. We're going to keep it moving. Let's talk about the trades at least. Are we happy with the trades that we made?
I'm fine with them. I'm happy. I think we need the guys that we had and have to just kind of gel. Something's not quite clicking for them. I like the new guys, but none of them are going to be a silver bullet. It's got to be everybody.
Absolutely. I know we need everyone to step up, maybe feel good. I know we've had injuries. There's some things there. Let's talk about the AL West standings. Okay, here it is. The Mariners dropped to 4 games back of the division, leading Astros. They're currently in 3rd place now behind the Rangers. I want to go to our team leaders too. Not much has changed from the season. Randy still leads in batting average and on-base percentage. Julio and Dom Canzone are the home run leaders, and Cole Young leads in hits and RBIs. Who needs to be on this list?
We need Cal.
Yeah.
We need Cal. We need him to be, he doesn't have to hit 60 home runs again, obviously, but we need him to be a little more consistent.
Yeah, and in the conversation at all on that board.
Yeah. Josh Naylor had a pretty solid weekend, but we need to see a little bit more from him too.
Definitely. I mean, 2 home runs in 1 game. I'll take it. Listen. I was real happy about that. I'm like, momentum. What's on deck? No game today as the Mariners travel back east for what could be a tough road trip. They have 3 games against the Yankees and then 3 games against the Astros. What do we need to know about the Yankees team first?
Well, the Yankees are good. They really are, and we this year have struggled a little bit on the road. Brian Woo's pitching tomorrow, and he has
Brian Woo,
who I love, but he's had a hard time on the road. But last time he pitched at Yankee Stadium, he got us through or into 8 innings. So maybe he'll have a good game again. If there's one thing about the Mariners, they're always going to surprise us. So there's just no telling, and I'm optimistic.
I like it. I like the hope and optimism. We need to have that. How big is the series 2 against Houston coming too? They seem to really turn things around since the last time we played them.
The Houston series is huge, right? We're 4 games back. In that 3-game series, that can be the swing, that could be the difference in the AL West. So it feels a little like we're out of it right now just because, the weekend didn't go our way, but we're really not. And so if we can win that series against Houston, we're going to be right back in the action.
How sweet is it going to feel too when Humpy finally wins the race at T-Mobile Park, and then it just turns things around again?
Exactly.
And we're talking about all these Mariners wins.
Totally.
And we're going to have that excitement. Thank you, as always. You're everyone's bestie.
Stadium bestie. That's
the vibe.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly.
And now switching gears with a message from PEMCO Insurance. PEMCO's thoughts are with everyone impacted by the Spokane area wildfires. The American Red Cross is on the ground providing emergency shelter, meals, relief, supplies, and other critical support for families forced to evacuate. Through August 14th, PEMCO will match up to $50,000 in donations made to the Red Cross using the QR code there. Every contribution helps provide urgent assistance now and supports families as they begin the long road to recovery.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by PEMCO Insurance.